Entry number 44, August 9th, 2017. Sunday, after completing the writing and recording of the last entry, I went to Saturday Market and proceeded naturally to Waterfront Park. I don't remember what all I recorded at Saturday Market, but Ed English was nowhere to be found. I proceeded to the bench across the sidewalk from the Starbucks on 2nd and Main, but I don't recall what I did on the World Wide Web there. I am pretty sure I got going around 6:30 p.m. I went to Whole Foods, but the machine was down, and there was a long line, so I went to Trader Joe's. I don't remember how much money I got, but it brought my total up to $13.28. I seem to recall the amount as $9.10. When I got home, I eventually decided to shave off my beard with 8 razors and some shaving cream I had. It was quite a task. I cut myself several times. One was a fairly deep cut, and I had to buy 2 razors from a neighbor for $2, taking my total down to $11.28. The next day, my calls turned on my phone and my data renewed. So I let MWR know I was sending him that money order, which is what I did. I spent the rest of the day at the library, but instead of uploading, I allowed myself to be distracted by YouTube videos. I had 8 cents to my name. When I got home, I watched a 2-hour-plus video of a Christian guy who claimed to have formerly been involved with the occult. That again used up my data. So I intend next month to restrict my data usage to text and photos only. I still haven't gotten a text back from Lisa Berg about MWR's Tumblr. Yesterday, I had to go out to Washington County, being out of smokes and having 8 cents to my name and being low on cans. The coin god selected 185th, which I thought an excellent choice. But first, I was on a red line, so I checked the trash cans at Beaverton Transit Center and had a smoke waiting for the blue line. The most I had before turning in my bottles and cans was 14 cents from finding pennies on the ground, 3 of them from the drive-thru at a Wendy's. I didn't find a cart until I'd walked about a half mile to a mile, which was a pain. I think I got $9.50 for my cans and bottles. Anyway, I went home at about 7 o'clock p.m., and after I bought smokes, I had $5.60, which is my current total, emergency due to privilege and the return of the once and future monarch modifying worldly experience. Just now, a black gal bought my last smoke for a quarter, bringing my total up to $5.85, emergency due to power modifying edifice. I've got to go buy smokes now, which will bring my total down to $1.80, non-existence due to privilege and feeling washed out becoming the norm, modifying emotions. When I got home last night, I took a shower and changed clothes and pretty much went to bed, intending to go to STP to check on Scott and to Karen Kepik's office to see if she was available to hang out or whatever, and then start on this entry, and that's what I did. Scott wasn't at STP today. I played some NetHack and made sure they still had my number so he could call me, and then left. They took the courtesy phone out of the lobby of Karen Kepik's office, so I used my Obama phone. She wasn't in today, but wants me to come back tomorrow morning. Mental health court isn't happening, and she says she'll have cans and bottles for me. So I'll try to get there around 9:30 a.m. While writing this entry, I called Assurance Wireless and Jeff's phone to find out why MWR isn't receiving my text, and or what could be done about it. Assurance Wireless assured me that they didn't think there is anything wrong with my phone, and said MWR should check with his own people. Said something about his lifeline. whatever that means. Also, while writing this entry, a woman bought my last smoke, and I went out and bought smokes and a 2-liter of bark and an ice cream sandwich. The latter two at the convenience store in the same building as the estate. The time is 6:08 p.m. And the random Wikipedia article for this entry is a place called Lake Mountain in Victoria, Australia. Lake below mountain in the I Ching is Gua 41, decrease. Mountain below lake in the I Ching is Gua 31, influence, wooing. And now for the poem for this entry. The edge, but I've warmed to it. No appointments to keep. Noon. Running today, finally. And talk to MWR and Lisa, sometimes, of their excessive blog entries. Sausage, my pot, paper towels, of the reason I prefer it that way. Eggs and sauce. Ache later. Good. $2.04. End of poem.